for those of y'all in the good old USA, y'all know today is a holiday. And I didn't let it go by giving y'all a treat. So y'all know what time it is. Let's get to it.
It's more than statements, it's a way of life. Celebration. The Miss Jessie talking.
What y'all think? Y'all feeling it? Y'all feeling it? I know it's hot as F down here in the A. So, so let's rock a little short cut, little short dude. Alright, anyway, let's get into some bedtime stories. I know y'all like, dang, we've been on bedtime stories for a minute. I know. But I'm still enjoying the journey. I'm still enjoying this era. What about y'all? Y'all feeling it? Let's go to a pajama party. Let's go. I love her style this era. Really good. That's my favorite style era from her. Like, what is it about this era? Because I know on like the late 90s when sorry, not the late 90s, we didn't even get there yet. The late 80s when Madonna fashion game kind of leveled up, but I love that early 83, 85 Madonna, street style fashion. That was cool. Even though she's worked with, what her name, Mary Paul, something like that, right? But, I don't know, it's something about this era, and I'll give it to y'all. The fashion started leveling up. I feel like, of course, you had videos Express Yourself, but you had the vintage fashion look, right? And that by Gautier, right? The bold, right? Boom. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the Versace. I don't know what it is, but this era is killing. Okay, let's go.
Going on a pajama party. 1,500 pajama wearing Madonna loving contest winners who are here to celebrate MTV and to celebrate Madonna and Bedtime story.
Drop the comments down below if you applied to go to this bedtime story. Drop the comments down below.
All right, up on stage, Junior Vasquez, DJ.
Maddie's here. She's up in the DJ booth with Junior Vasquez. This is really a wild scene here. We're going to be doing lots of stuff for a while, and let's go up and see what Madonna's
Kurt wearing the bedtime clothes I would expect him to wear. Okay, let's go.
doing in the DJ booth. I've often wondered, how much of a DJ is she? Look at this. Hi. Well, what's going on here?
Meeting like this.
Are you helping here?
I think I'm shaking the table.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, this is a great idea for a pajama party. What's going to be the highlight?
Hopefully when I read the bedtime story.
Okay. Will it be something sort of racy and exciting?
No, not racy. It'll be hopefully poignant and touching.
Oh, good. Okay. Now, tell me something real quick before we go. Is there going to be a tour?
I'm going to eat the microphone. I don't know. I'm trying to make it work, but I really want to concentrate on Evita, so it's a tough one. I may have to wait till after.
Okay, so y'all already knew by then that she was going to be talking about some, don't cry for me. Right? Alright, let's go. And for those of y'all wondering, I know that song. So, I actually kind of seen, not Madonna's Evita, but who I always bring up when I talk about Madonna. Think one second. Madonna way, it's the Madonna connection is crazy. Anywho, I seen somewhat of this, I think it was a TV movie, maybe the early 80s. And then all of that, my girl Living New Jump, for those of y'all who don't know, that's how I started doing all of this reaction stuff. It was shout out to ONJ, okay? Anyway, I was listening to an ONJ song, and she's like, don't cry for me, Argentina. I said, this comes from that Evita movie Madonna gonna be doing. So I can't wait to hear Madonna's version, because my girl ONJ, she killed it. But anyway, I'm tripping, right? We missing something. Hold on. Somebody said they wanted to join the bedtime story too. Alright? Say, what's up, girl? I'm gonna show you. Good guys always finish last. All right, let's go.
Afterwards.
There's an amazing video. We're going to be seeing that in a little while. It's an incredible piece of work.
Thank you.
How long did it take to put together?
The actual shoot only took 6 days, but the planning before and the post-production after took months. So months and months. Since I finished Take a Bow, actually, I've been working on it. So.
I understand Junior has a new club opening up soon. We're going to be talking about that with him.
Yes, and we're very sad that the Sound Factory closed.
What makes Junior such a great DJ? Besides his body.
His soulfulness and his feel for.
So Junior was known for his body, and I still can't believe Junior played himself with that the Madonna Call record. But anyway, let's go.
What people want to hear, you know. He feeds the crowd, you know what I mean, and he also controls it. It's amazing.
He's doing well up here. Let me turn over here. Now what's he?
Talking about you.
Now what's?
Water dripping from his. What? Oh, sorry. Hi.
So Evita is
This is Junior's bag.
a good-looking bag. It is.
Freckles. So, this is his front.
So Madonna, what do you?
This is my belly.
There's something in your navel here. Good Lord. Is that? Well, I won't even ask.
It's not painful.
Oh, well, good. Sort of a letdown, I suppose. So Evita is a definite go, right?
Yes. Thank God.
The director?
Alan Parker. Yes.
We'll be talking about that in a little while, I think. We'll be back in the coffee shop. What are you going to play next year? Are you?
Right now we're playing Junior's remix of Bedtime Story, and I asked him, what are you going to play after this? Are you going to play some tribal stuff?
If you want, I'll play anything for you. Whatever
Anything
you want.
tribal or Latin, that's the mood I'm in. Okay.
Okay, Tribal. Let's go see what Allison's doing out here in the crowd. Allison, are you there?
Karen, I am here. I'm jealous. You are.
All right, I think we're about to fast forward some of this. Let's do what we need to do. What was her name? Breathless Mahoney. All right, let's go, Breathless. Let's fast forward a little bit, girl. Let's fast forward.
Well, we are back here in the coffee bar at Webster Hall. Madonna, can we see your shoes for a minute? These are...
So, over the years, I noticed Madonna do that little hand-to-mouth gesture in a lot of her interviews. Again, I'm becoming such a Madonna nerd. It's crazy, right? And it's not intentional, but let's go.
Now, these are shoes.
Ooh, oh, nice.
I know, but
There's some shoes for you.
they went with my blue nightgown I had on.
Be sure to talk into the mic.
Oops, I'm sorry. They go with my blue nightgown that
Now,
I
is
had
this
on
something
earlier.
you actually wear? Do you own lots of pajamas? Are you a pajama person?
I have lots of pajamas, but it depends on the mood. You know, there's the pajamas I wear when I'm alone, and there's the pajamas I wear when I'm
Those would be
not
different kinds of
alone.
pajamas, you're saying?
And then there's the pajamas I don't wear.
Maybe we'll see them later.
Yes.
As we were talking out there, you definitely have the role in Evita now. Could you tell me what interests you about Evita so much? She was the wife of a dictator. They both seem a little nuts.
Yes,
what's
truly.
the psychology that drew you to this?
Well, I think she's a truly fascinating woman, and I think that I think it's really unusual that a woman in a Latin American culture, not Latin American, Latin cultures are traditionally very, very macho, very male-oriented, that a woman could rise to such power and have such effect on a nation, not even the whole world, you know. And she's a truly kind of like psychotic, fascinating individual because, you know, the reasons. I mean, yes, it was a dictatorship, you know, the Peronist regime, and she did do a lot of shopping. But I think her shoe collection rivaled Imelda's. But
Now, what was the
Shout out to my girl Lana Turner. For those y'all who don't know who that is, old Hollywood glamour movie star. Like, I had like my girls from the old Hollywood era. And she like top 3 of my girls. Not my favorite. Like, if it was anybody I would want to hang out with from the old Hollywood era, young Lana Turner in her prime would be the one. Anywho, I read her autobiography, like, again, I'm probably like 12 years old reading this stuff, right? But I read it. I actually own it. I think I read it like 3 times in my life. I like literally every time I read it. Again, as I like get older, it's like, oh, that's what was going on. Oh, anyway. My girl Lana was like, Eva Peron was over there like, oh, I want to be Lana Turner down here. So she was copying my girl Lana's style. And my girl Lana did seem to be a fan of that. You're like, look, you need to get your own. Get your own. But anyway, let's go.
The idea behind this, the bedtime story party. Why get everyone out here at midnight dressed in pajamas? Just a whim? Or?
Well, it's just better than your usual, like, put the video out on MTV kind of album promotion.
Although that's enjoyable,
whatever.
too.
Yes,
Sure.
it is. It is, but it's just something different. Another good excuse to have a party.
And you're going to be reading a bedtime story. Is this something that was particularly important to you as a kid?
No, actually. Most of the bedtime stories that I heard when I was younger, my father made up.
Oh.
But this story, I just happened to have read it about 3 weeks ago, coincidentally, and I thought it was really beautiful.
Is it metaphorical in any way?
Yes. It's called Miss Spider's Tea Party, and Miss Spider's Tea Party. It's I think the metaphor is that you can't judge someone until you know them.
That's so true.
Yes, it is.
I think we'll learn something from this.
Hopefully.
Now, the video, which we'll be seeing soon here on MTV, is an amazing piece of work. You give birth to a flock of pigeons or something. What's going on in that
Doves,
video?
white doves.
Doves, whatever.
That
It's New
symbolize
York, they're
peace.
pigeons.
Yeah. What's going on in the video?
It seems very metaphorical also.
It is. It's like it's a surrealistic kind of landscape. It's like a dream, you know? I mean, when you have a dream, you know, and you wake up the next morning and you're like, God,
sweating
weird things were happening, and grass was growing out of my tennis shoe, and then I saw that person, but their head was on backwards. I mean, like weird stuff happens in your dreams. I mean, in my dreams anyway.
Now, do you march into the director and say, I have this idea for a video in which all this stuff's going on, or did you?
Well, I worked with Mark Romanek before. He did the Rain video, and we pretty much sat down, and when he heard my album before it was even released, he said, I have to do the video to Bedtime Story, so whenever it's released, I want to do it. I said, okay. And he had some ideas. The original ideas sprang from 3 female surrealist painters, Remedios Varos, Frida Kahlo, and Leonora Carrington. So that's where the original germ of the idea came from. And
Look, I don't care what nobody say. Artists of today, they not this deep, they not this intellectual, right? Like, it's just not happening. Okay, anyway.
I mean, you know Frida Kahlo's paintings, right? I mean, they're very female. All of the women did a lot of weird self-portraits.
Yes.
Portraying themselves in pain, giving birth. They're very feminine. Mm-hmm. Not feminine in a demure way, but like there's a lot of symbolic stuff in the videos, like eggs and you know, at one point I'm pregnant and doves fly out of my stomach, and I think it's from a woman's perspective.
Did it make you, when Take a Bow went to #1, making you the all-time record holder among women for #1 record, even eclipsing that Houston girl?
Right.
Did that make you happy?
That's an understatement. Extremely.
Was there a party at your house, or?
No, I don't think there was a party at my house, because when I found out, I think I was on my way to Europe or something. I'm not really sure.
Are you going to be out of action for the next year or so?
Now, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Mariah? No, she hold that record now, like most of the ones for a woman artist, or it has Taylor surpassed. I don't think so. I think Mariah still got no lockdown. I feel like Mariah enjoys that title. And shout out to all the little Mimi stands out here. This might be a controversial statement, but I feel like Mariah is fishing for that #1 of this decade, right? Because y'all know that song, Me for Me, right? So Mariah hopped on the remix. I'm like, why? This song need to be remixed. But I get the angle. I feel like Mariah shopping for it #1 of the 2020s. What y'all think? Anyway, let's go.
In this movie?
You mean to the public eye?
Yeah.
Well, pretty much. I mean, I have another video to do, and I mean, I really do want to. I want to go on tour. Believe me, I'm dying to perform this record.
Yeah.
But sorry about that. Got to keep this popsicle up near my mouth. But I've been waiting 5 years for this role, and I am not going to screw it up. You know, I need to.
So there's a possibility we might not see you on tour, you're saying?
I think there's a possibility that would be after I shot the movie.
Okay. Well, would it be another extravaganza sort of tour? Would it be like Madonna with a guitar? folky kind of
Madonna Unplugged.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's a thought.
There is a thought, but I don't know. I've entertained that thought, but I think it only for a moment.
Well, thank you very much. It's
Sure.
great to be here. We're enjoying your pajama
And
party.
I'm very happy that you wore your pajamas.
Thank you.
I was certain that you wouldn't show up in them.
Oh, well, I did. Let's go back and see what Allison's doing out there. Allie, are you there?
All right, time to fast forward. Oh, okay, she's about to read the book. All right, let's see.
A bedtime story. I can't hear me either. All right, so you have to be really quiet, all right? Please. If I can get... All right, I'm going to read you all a bedtime story. Be quiet, all right? If I can get 1,500 people to be quiet. What? All right, shut up over there. All right, so tonight I'm going to read you Miss Spider's Tea Party. No, you can't scream. If you scream, I can't read the book, all right? I beg of you. If you guys can be quiet while I read this story, I promise to stay and dance with you afterwards, all right? All right. So everybody be quiet. This is called Miss Spider's Tea Party, and it was written by David Kirk, and it has amazing illustrations, and hopefully you'll see them on TV. I love you too. Come on, you guys.
Y'all shut up.
All right, here I go. Well, now I'll just wait until you all shut up.
Do it, baby!
All right. One lonely spider sipped her tea while gazing at the sky. She watched the insects on the leaves and many flying by. If I had friends like...
Man, this is annoying for real.
All right, I'm going to start again because I don't want to be interrupted, you guys. Come on. Have some respect. All right.
Oh no, y'all. I literally just said something about Faye Dunaway. My friend literally just sent me something called Fake Trailer. Whoa, hold on, what is this?
Girls, they want to be an actress like you. What do you tell them?
Become a person. You have to develop your own uniqueness. Anyway, in one word, an inspiration.
Undismissible.
Complicated. In the world.
She's difficult.
That's just who I am.
13. Oh, I'm watching it. Y'all know I'm too hyped. Don't ever be fast. That Mighty Bears, y'all don't know that. Anywho, alright, these folks gonna let Madonna get through reading this book. Let's see.
Will go if you don't shut up. I'm not your bitch, don't hang.
Yes.
All right, here I go. One lonely spider sipped her tea while gazing at the sky. She watched the insects on the leaves and many flying by. If I had friends like these, she sighed, who'd stay a while with me, I'd sit them down on silken chairs and serve them cakes and tea. Two timid beetles, Ike and May, crept from the woodwork that same day. But when Miss Spider begged, "Please stay," they shrieked, "Oh no," and dashed away. 3 fireflies flew inside that night, their spirits high, their tails alight. They spied the web and squeaked in fear, "We'd better get away from here." The little trio did not feel they'd care to be a spider's meal. 4 bumblebees buzzed by outside. "Please come to tea," Miss Spider cried. The 4 ignored her swaying there. She waved a tea towel in the air. She took a cup and tapped the glass. Then one bee spoke to her at last. "We would be fools to take our tea with someone who's so spidery." Okay, hold on. Within the shadows of the room,
fade on the way.
Within the shadows of the room, just peeking from behind a broom, 5 grinning faces bobbed and peered. Miss Spider smiled. Her heart was cheered. Descending for a closer look, she danced into the gloomy nook, but sadly found those jolly mugs belonged, alas, to rubber bugs. Some ants strode in, they numbered 6, but ants with spiders will not mix. She brewed them tea from hips of roses. The proud platoon turned up their noses. A fine bouquet concealed its prize of 7 dainty butterflies. Miss Spider, watching from the wall, was not aware of them at all. The tea table was set for 8, with saucers, cups, and silver plate. The cakes were fresh, the service gleamed, yet no one would arrive, it seemed. Her company in no demand left her a cup for every hand. 9 spotted moths kept safe and warm, in shelter from a thunderstorm. They stood beneath an open sash and watched the jagged lightning flash.
Like, it's annoying for real, but it's crazy how grown people act. Celebrities, right? Like, these not little kids. Like, man, come on.
9 spotted moths kept safe and warm in shelter from a thunderstorm. They stood beneath an open sash and watched the jagged lightning flash. Miss Spider dropped down on a thread, a silver tray above her head. She'd hoped to please them, but instead, they flew away in mortal dread. "They've left me all alone," she cried. She dabbed her eyes and sadly sighed. "It's plain no bug will ever stay." Her tears splashed down upon the tray. 10 tiny steaming cups of tea were perched atop her trembling knee. She sipped and sobbed, then heard a cough, and turned to see a small wet moth. A fragile thing so soaked by rain, his wings too damp to fly again. She smiled and took a checkered cloth to cloak the frail and thankful moth. They talked and snacked on tea and pie until his tiny wings were dry. Then lifting him with tender care, she tossed him gently in the air.
I really couldn't keep up with the story at this point. I'm over it.
The moth told Ike, then Ike told May. The moth told Ike, then Ike told... Such an amazing lack of self-control. control you all have. All right.
Exactly. Like, that's
It's
lame.
almost over with. And then you can behave badly. The moth told Ike, then Ike told May, who went from bug to say, there is no reason for alarm. She never meant us any harm. So later on that afternoon, assembled in the dining room, 11 insects came to tea to share Miss Spider's courtesy. 12 tender violets in a vase, presented at Miss Spider's place, set by her chair so neatly spun, she munched the blossoms one by one. Her friends were glad to watch her feast upon the floral centerpiece. It was a great relief to see she ate just flowers and drank just tea. Miss Spider's reputation grew. Before too long, our hostess knew each bug who crawled or hopped or flew, and all their lovely children too. And the moral to this story is, don't judge a bug until you know her.
Man, y'all lame. Y'all lame. Yeah, 90s crowd, I'm over y'all. Y'all was lame, just doing too much. And it's so interesting, right? Because even quote-unquote fans love to pigeonhole their artists, right? They put the artists in a box too, right? Because I feel like they wanted a sex book read, right? But they didn't get that. And I wish I could have heard the story in continuity, but hey, it's all cool. All right, let's see what's left on this. Let's see what's left. Okay, so this over bedtime story. It would have hit hard if I had on some pajamas, right? Dang, I missed the mark. It's all right. Anyway, y'all like my nail design? Shout out to Nick, my nail tech. I had to get these things kind of cut down a little bit. Y'all know I'm a mommy now, so I don't want to be stabbing baby Empress and stuff. But anywho, so wish again I could have heard the story in continuity, because for Madonna to pick this book, it meant a lot to her. Want to understand, like, why she like this book so much? But hey, it's cool. Anywho, I was thinking this whole time though, with the crowd acting dumb, I'm like, literally, Madonna, please scrap the idea of this movie. Like, who cares about a movie? I don't want to see nobody trying to be Madonna, right? I heard it's back on. No, we need a documentary. I want to hear Madonna talk about the eras. Just like we're on this journey, I want to hear her, the demos, before we even get to New York, Madonna. Let's talk about Michigan, your dancing, right? I want to know about the first passion, the first love, right? Let's talk about, Madonna, how you really felt during the erotica era. What was going on? Let's break up some of these interviews and get some reactions. Yeah, that sort of thing. I feel like this movie gonna be a complete miss. But anywho, y'all drop the comments down below. This was a little time we spent together, right? Drop the comments down below. I gotta go check and see if baby Empress woke. For those of y'all who don't know, literally, y'all, I've been on the journey. There is a Madonna playlist. It's gonna be at the end of this video. Y'all see all these little squares right here? It's gonna be at the end of this video. Madonna playlist. Please go back, watch the playlist. Yo, I've been doing this for about, almost 2 years now? Maybe 3, right? Dang, we started in COVID. We've been here, locked in. Check out that playlist. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you are subscribed, make sure you join the channel. And if you like for me to react to something outside of Madonna, hit me up on Patreon. The link is below. All right, guys. Hope everybody's out there feeling good, staying safe, and I love you guys. Till next time.